Hello mga katribu and welcome to another episode of PairFect. I am Venice Bautista and our guest for today is from the leading arcade and family entertainment center in the country with over 50 outlets nationwide. So they've been around for a few decades now, so many children grew up with them, myself included, but they're still going strong. So how do they do it? Well, our guest has the answer. So please welcome the operations manager of Timezone, Mr. Ryan Richard Pablo. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Venice, and good afternoon to all viewers of Daily Tribune.
Hello po. How are you today?
Yeah, good, good.
Are you in the office
Even
po?
yes, I am. It's good that time zone is slowly getting back to great pre-pandemic levels.
Wow, that's good to hear. And 'di ba last April po you launched the biggest time zone in the city of Manila and the third biggest one in the country,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
That one is around 1,400 square meters,
Wow.
and it has also a multi-attraction concept that we are doing right now.
Mhm.
So the the result is very good and still going strong now.
So please tell us about yung opening ng biggest third biggest branch ninyo? Like, how did the event happen? May mga dumating ba na, prominent figures that we should know about?
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, that one it was supposed to be open before pandemic, but pandemic happens and it caused us some delay. But good
Yes.
thing we're back, and then we opened that last April 7, and
Mm-hmm.
the opening was graced by mall officers and
Mm-hmm.
I think some Miss Shamsi Supsup
Oh,
also graced our opening. So with that, we had this event for the kids and also to present our different attractions in that new venue, new store.
wow. So, ano-ano po ba yung mga bagong attractions na ito? Like, syempre, it's bigger, more
Yeah,
spaces need to be filled,
yeah.
and yun nga,
Yeah.
mga kids are always excited.
Yeah, yeah. As I've mentioned earlier, the direction of Time Zone is to have this multi-concept wherein we have this short bowling lane. It's a shorter than the usual than the standard bowling,
Mm-hmm.
wherein the players don't have to remove their shoes. But since it's
Oh,
pandemic, there's
yeah.
a hygiene issue, so that's why we came up with this not changing your shoes, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a bit it's really shorter, wherein even the non-professional they can hit
Have
a strike.
fun, yeah.
And then also we have this 9D virtual reality, so that's being uh, rolled out across as many locations as possible. And also, with this biggest time zone in Manila, we have this price shop. It's a counter wherein you just as if you're shopping for your prices, the things that you wanted inside,
Oh,
and then at the counter you just pay it through your e-tickets in your card. So unlike before, the customer is just pointing which item they wanted to redeem,
yes.
but now it's different ball game now for time zone. So we're trying to give the very best and of course the convenience to our guests.
So now, when we want to decide on the prices that we want, pwede namin talaga ma-inspect kung ano talaga
Yes,
yung...
of course.
Wow!
Before you had the ticket deducted to your card, of course, you have inspected it, and then you're sure you'll love it, and then that's the time that you'll go to check out to finally get the item.
I see. Okay, so I'll be the one to ask this. I'm sure sobrang daming taong gusto malaman yung tanong na to. Like, where do you get the machines, yung mga games? Like, talaga bang manufacture ng time zone ito? Or like, do you outsource or
Yeah,
something? The concept
yeah,
din, di ba? They're such unique games.
of course, of course. Well, we source out our machines from different countries like
Mm-hmm.
US, Europe, Japan, Korea, and also China. we make it sure that we have this right combination of games inside time zone, so
Mm-hmm.
that the our guests would really enjoy. And we're not manufacturing our own. We just source it from abroad.
Mm-hmm. So parang ano ba yung mga standard ng time zone? How do you guys select yung mga games na kukunin?
Yeah. Well, as you know, time zone is operating not only in the Philippines, but
Yes,
also in other
international.
countries.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but when initially we tried the few machine, and then when we got the feedback from our guests, and then that's the time that it's either we buy more or not. So it
Mm-hmm.
depends on the feedback that we're getting from our guests when we launch few units of the machine.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. So, depende sa feedback ng inyong mga...
Yes,
So,
yes.
from ano, like, ages, like, children from adult, right? You're
Yes,
catering to
yes.
all ages.
Yeah. We made sure that the children will be busy with other machines, and also the parents, they're doing their thing to other machines, and also to grandparents. We have this massage chair inside, though few, but this is specifically to, when their parents are tired enough, so they're gonna take a rest for a while until such time
Mm-mm.
that their children were done playing. So
Yes.
really, that's why Family Entertainment Center, we made sure that we cater to all the members of the family.
Yes. And kitang-kita natin sa attractions ng time zone yan. So, sir, matanong ko naman kayo, how long have you been the operations manager of Time Zone?
Yes, right now I'm at 13 years as
Wow!
in time zone.
Uh-huh.
My first few years I spent as auditor of the company,
Mm-hmm.
and then after I took over the operation side.
So, how did you experience yung parang transition to being the auditor to the yung mismo
Yeah.
talagang ano na management, the operations na?
Well, being an auditor of time zone, you used to, as if you're part of the operation. So almost all aspects of operations I knew already. And then maybe
Ah,
most likely that was the reason why the management,
chose you.
entrusted to me the operation side.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
So, what was it like when the pandemic struck? Diba, syempre, time zone, ano, active yan, constant operations,
Yes.
tuloy-tuloy, every day, and then biglang lockdown.
Yeah. You
Ha,
know, Venice,
yeah.
that was I can say sad part during that time,
Mm,
wherein our industry is the one of the worst affected by this pandemic,
yes.
and actually one of the last to be allowed to open. And
Oh.
good thing, the management has been so supportive to our employees. And then even during that time that we're closed, we're supporting them in terms of giving portion of their salary. And then during that time that all malls are closed, so at least once or twice a week, we see to it that our employees are visiting our venues just to check, in order for them to to receive their portion of their salary.
I see. So, that's good to hear na talagang continuous pa rin yung trabaho nila kahit papaano nabawasan nga yung days, syempre.
Yes,
But
yes,
yeah,
yes.
so ang dami ring nawala for, a time being the pandemic.
Yes. You
Yeah.
mean in terms of
Mm.
employment in time zone? Yeah, definitely. Uh, those non-permanent, of course, they have to. We have no choice but to not to continue the employment. But those regular employees that remain, those are the ones who receive the fraction of their salaries.
Mm-hmm. So, it's good to hear then that you constantly like, check up on the machines then on the stores to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah. Vinish, we have that standard that every so often
Mm-hmm.
we have to ensure that all machines in time zone are working properly. And
Mm-hmm.
more than that, we made sure that our machines are safe. when we operate since our target market is the family.
Yes. Alright. So, kitang-kita naman natin guys. Ngayon, mabalik na sila. Although sad nga na nangyari yung pandemic, but everybody was affected. And now,
Yeah.
konti-konti tayong bumabalik. So, we'll know
Yes.
more about, their operations, how they're going now with the new normal setup. So, we'll continue. So, we'll take a short break.
Fun and inspiring na kwentuhan? Sagot na yan ang programang Spotlight ng Daily Tribune. Makipagkwentuhan at kilalanin ng iba't ibang personalidad na kilala sa kani-kanilang larangan. Manood at makinig sa mga inspiring stories na kanilang ibabahagi kasama si Nina Ventura at Jojo Silvestre. Be ready ng mamangha at matuwa every Thursday 2:00 ng hapon dito lang sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Alamin ang latest entertainment at sa mga paborito niyong celebrities kasama si Pocholo Concepcion sa programang What's Up. Makibanding at kwentuhan kasama ang mga kilalang personalidad sa entertainment industry. Sama-sama natin silang kilalanin at silipin ang makulay nilang mundo every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Kaya sit back and relax lang kayo mga katribu. Hanapin at ilike ang Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Dahil sagot na namin ang masayang kwentuhan dito lang sa What's Up. Mapalutong bahay man o sumptuous meal for special occasions, sagot na kayo ng tropang Kalanpag. Dahil atid sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang fun and exciting cooking show na Kalanpag, manood at matuto kung paano lutuin ang mga favorite nyong recipes. Sabayan pa ng fun and inspiring na kwentuhan sa kusina. I-upgrade na rin natin ang mga nakasanayang traditional dish ng pamilya. Plus, healthy tipid tips na ibabahagi ng tropang Kalanpag. Matuto, mabusog at good vibes dito lang sa Kalanpag tuwing Lunes, 10:30 a.m. sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube.
Pablo. And before the break, we were talking about the pandemic time. Everybody was down, their operations had to stop. But now, as you can see, they opened their third biggest branch in the whole country. So that means they're doing good. And sabi niya kanina na talagang pabalik na sila sa pre-pandemic levels. So, Sir Ryan, hello. Are you still here?
Yes, Venice. Still here.
Okay, kwentuhan pa tayo. So, yun nga, Timezone is an arcade, diba? But now, we have so many other attractions like yung bowling, what do you call this? Diba, may karaoke na for a long time. There's a VR ride, billiards and stuff. So, now, it has become like a family entertainment center, a gaming center na talaga. So,
Yes.
what prompted this development over the years?
Yeah, it's a good question, Venice. Well, actually, when we first launched our Phillies Mall, the Ayala Mall's Phillies Mall in Pasig, that was the first multi-concept that we launched. And then we saw the acceptance of the market. So that's why we said na this is the new direction of Timezone. So that we can cater as many guests as possible. And then at the same time, they're enjoying it. In fact, we've seen increase in dwelling time of family inside Timezone by having those multi-concept, wherein we have this, what I mentioned earlier, we have this bowling, we have this 9D virtual reality, and the prize shop, and billiards and karaoke. So that's why moving forward, that is our direction to have this big space multi-concept Timezone.
Yes. And actually, I was just there like no Saturday sa Vertis North branch, and it got so much bigger nga. And then I saw how much people were starting to line up din sa bowling. And they just seemed like they were having so much fun. And even I saw lolos, like granddads, hanging out together. Maybe they were longtime pals, but it's so nice to see that, we're kind of going back to the normal setup nga. And that, yun nga, like you said, you cater not to all the ages talaga. And it's so nice that even our lolos and lolas can enjoy their time.
Venice, probably that's why our bowling has this, bumper rail. Wherein if you have these kids, 2 or 3, 4-year-old, they can still play it. How? We have this bumper rail wherein, as you know, when the kids are playing, most likely if the lane don't have this rail, most
Mm-hmm.
likely, they're gonna go to the gutter.
Uh-huh,
And then
yeah.
since you have this, they just press it at the bottom of the panel, and then it will, raise, and then
Mm-hmm.
that's it. They can play.
Oh, I
Even the
see.
grandparents, they can assure that the bowling balls will hit direct to the pins
The
because of that.
pins,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh wow, very inclusive and smart.
Yes, yes,
Talagang
yes.
pwede
That's why.
sila, yeah, pwede makisingit yung mga kids while the adults are
Exactly,
having
exactly,
fun.
exactly. And then
I,
for the safety of the kids of that young age, we made it sure that we have this staff assisting them, that whenever they need assistance, our staff is easily they can assist those
mhm.
family.
Yun, kaya naman pala dinudumog yung bowling area. Kasi
Yes,
nga,
yes. So
everybody can play talaga.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's very good attraction now in time zone.
Yes, but even though there are so many new ones, no, I see a lot of games na talagang bata pa lang ako nilalaro ko na. They never leave time zone. So, may I
Yes.
ask, like, parang air hockey, yung
Yeah,
basketball,
yeah.
shooting games, 'di ba? Classic eh. So,
Yeah, actually, Venice,
mhm.
we have these games as old as 20 years,
Talaga?
and then it's still existing. Why? Because those are the machines that give tickets.
Mhm.
Wherein, since once they have this ticket, they have this choice of redeeming any items in our price shop. So it works harmoniously
Ah.
among all the machines, and also what time zone is offering. So that's why even those old machines still existing and giving fun to families and time zone guests.
Yeah, and I guess yung nostalgia din eh, 'di ba? Like kapag nakikita naman like me for example, I'm above 20 years old na and then looking back at the games that I used to play at 5 years old or ganyan, andun pa rin sila eh. So, yung nostalgia na parang okay, I'm gonna play this again kasi I
Yes.
used to have so much fun with this game.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
Denise. They have to engage themselves, so for them to experience what's the what fun it is while
Mhm.
playing in time zone with these different machines and entertainment to offer. Definitely, they have to experience it for themselves.
Yes. So, curious ako, Sir Ryan, ano-ano yung mga 20-year-old games na yan? What are the classic games that, still
Oh,
attract so many players, customers?
well, as you've mentioned, we have this air hockey,
Mm.
and then we have this ticket game called the Slama Winner,
Oh, yeah.
wherein it gives a lot of ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why many guests or our customers love it,
Mm-hmm.
because in a very short time they can generate as many as tickets as they want,
Yeah.
as long as they are skilled, because those machines are skill based.
Mm-hmm.
So um, once they're very familiar in this machine, it's very easy to get tickets.
I see. Ayun. So, how do you maintain the attraction of, getting customers kahit na nasa digital age na tayo?
Well, as I've mentioned earlier, it's different in time zone.
Mm.
Once you're there, the experience that you get, and with your families, loved ones, and groups or friends, it's different. Because as I've mentioned earlier, we have this good combination of machines. They were in, ticket games here, attraction games here,
Mm-mm.
vending machine here. So definitely, they have to experience that. In order for them to really play those machines.
Yeah. And I guess one attraction din that combines both worlds, yung pagka-physical ng arcade and the digital, is yung photo booth. The way
Yes.
that yeah, you get a printout, but also you can have the option to have the images emailed, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Those photo booth, right, during this pandemic, that's one of, I can say, number one machine. We're
Oh.
we're thinking why. Maybe because, as you know, those after we came from being locked down for so many months,
Mm-hmm.
and then friends and families see each other, and then they wanted to have this memories of picture together.
Mm-hmm.
So most likely that's the reason why. In fact, some of our stores or center, we put more than one of this machine, and still you can see there's a lot of queuing on this machine. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
wants to get their picture
Yeah.
printed together with their, friends and
Mm-hmm.
family. Definitely, that's something that we're trying to add more in our venues.
Yes, actually, totoo. Like, even though there's more than one photo
Yeah.
booth in the branch, lagi talaga, lagi may pila sa photo
Yes.
booth
Yes.
na attraction. And kasama na ako dun.
Loves to get photo.
Yeah, like, yun nga, sabi ko, the Saturday, nandun ako with my brother and my cousin. And
Yes.
nakatatlo agad kami. Medyo nakakahiya kasi tagal namin doon. But it's been so long na talagang, yun nga, nostalgia and the fun that it brings. It
You
captures the
know,
memory.
other country, other time zone country is just thinking why time zone Philippines is very strong in this machine. And then we just said, oh, Filipinos love to take photo with their friends and family.
Yes, that is so true. Capturing memories with our loved ones talaga. Very
Yes, and then you're
Filipino.
right. Every guest or because once they took photo of that photo vending, they can
Mm-hmm.
send it through their email
Mm-hmm.
so that they can have this, soft copy of their photo.
Yes, as instantly share na sa Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So quick now.
Yeah, so speaking of these, fun experiences, why do you think it's important for arcades to continue existing throughout, time in the future even?
Yeah, actually, Venice, during the time that at the onset of this iPad games on
Mm-hmm.
cell phone,
Yes.
we are very worried that time because it might significantly affect time zone or
Yes.
amusement industry. But thankfully and fortunately, it affects a bit. But after that, the the experience that you can get by going to time zone
Mm-hmm.
compared to those to playing just on a gadget is very different.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why that keeps us doing good. And
Mm-hmm.
also, um, as you know, since we came from this long pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
and then most of the people were limited to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then since now uh, we are now allowed to go outside, and then we're thinking that they miss it. They miss
Yeah.
it. So going back to your question, yeah, amusement industry like time zone should continue existing so that we can give a different experience, especially during this time of pandemic, wherein the mental state of the people is a bit
Mm-hmm.
affected because of being not allowed to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the time that they can uh, you know uh, experience those uh, amusement
Yeah.
in time zone to just to play machine.
Yes, exactly. So you opened up the third biggest branch recently. Can we expect the second and the first, largest ones anytime soon?
Yes, definitely. As I've mentioned earlier, that is now direction of time zone
Mm-hmm.
is to give this multi-concept to all our guests. So actually, we have this. You're right. We'll be having the biggest of all
Ooh.
time zone in the Philippines. It would be in Ayala Malls, Fairview Terraces.
Uh-huh.
And then we're targeting to open this November of this year. It would be around 2,700 square meters,
Oh,
and
wow.
as I've mentioned, it complete with all multi-concept attraction like prize shop, bowling, and then it's gonna be it has a party rooms, and also we'll be adding new one,
Oh.
the bumper cars. So
Oh
since it's
my.
bigger, yeah, we'll be adding bumper cars. So definitely, that's something to look forward to.
Baka mamaya in 10 years magka-amusement park na ang Timezone. That is so fun! Naku, mag-enjoy ang
And
mga bata lalo, siguro pati adults.
yeah, definitely. As I
Yeah.
mentioned, we're trying to cater all members of the family.
Yes, so thank you so much, Sir Ryan, for, having this conversation today with us. Sobrang fun and nakaka-excite yung mga pwede nating abangan dyan. So, for now, we'll take a short break, but hindi pa talaga tapos ito. We're gonna know more about you naman, you yourself. So, there you go. Perfect. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Mga katribu, tara na't makiisa at matuto sa mga public service programs hatid ng Kalingang Katribu. Tuwing Lunes, nandyan ang usapang business na magbibigay tips at inspirasyon sa mga aspiring entrepreneurs kasama si Vernon Velasco. Tuwing Miyerkules, usapang pangkulusugan naman ang tatalakayin ni Miss Cory Quirino sa Health and Wellness. At tuwing Biyernes naman, kung legal advice ang kailangan mo, sagot ka na ng Legal Diaries kasama si Elmer Navarro Manuel at mga guest lawyers. Lahat ng niya mapapanood tuwing alas 3:30 ng hapon sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Mga impormasyong direktang makukuha mula sa sources at diretsahang usapan. Yan ang ating damin sa inyo sa programang Straight Talk. Samahan nyo kami sa makabuluhang talakayan live tuwing Martes alas 10 ng umaga sa official Facebook page ng Daily Tribune at Tribune Now on YouTube. Makinig at makisali sa usapan every Friday night at 6 p.m. sa I Speak Katribu Podcast. Samahan sina Daniel at Alvin na pag-usapan ang mga relevant topic na tiyak kakarelatean nyo mga katribu. At pagdating ng Sunday at 7 p.m., Speak Your Mind with our I Speak program na sasagot sa mga tanong regarding the latest and relevant issues sa paligid natin. I-like at i-follow nyo ang Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube para updated ka sa mga latest episode namin mga katribu.
Hello, you are still watching PairFect. So for this segment, we will play a game with Ryan Pablo, the Timezone's operations manager. So this game is called Fast Talk, where we are going to ask you, Sir Ryan, some questions and you have to answer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so first question. So how do you spend your rest days?
Well, I just stay at my house with my kids, and then sometimes I visit Timezone venues during weekends to see that we're at standard.
You must really love your job.
But I have to.
Yes. So how do you distress naman if even the weekends you go to Timezone?
Well, we have this in our office. We have this occasionally. We're going out together to visit to beach of our president. So that's the time that we spend time together and do some relaxation.
I see. So what's your favorite arcade attraction naman, being the operations manager nga naman ng Timezone?
Well, we have this basketball extreme. That's a standard basketball. It's a standard free throw basketball. Same height, same standard length. So whenever I visit Timezone, that's the game that I always play.
Same, sir. Hindi nawawala yung basketball pag bumibisita talaga ako.
Yes, that's a favorite game of Filipino.
Yes. How do you like your coffee?
Come again?
How do you like your coffee, sir? Do you drink coffee?
Yeah. Yes.
You like it hot?
I like it hot.
Ah, okay. So, what's your favorite time of the day naman?
Well, it's lunchtime.
Well, don't we all? Okay, so what's your favorite ano naman, karaoke song or your go-to karaoke song?
Well, I'm more on old games, so all the songs. So
Mm-hmm.
who's John Denver, something like that.
Wow. Okay, parang parents ko lang. Ayan. So, eto, describe Ryan Pablo in 3 words.
Well, uh, it's a hard question for me. Anyway, all right. All right. I'm just a silent type person,
Mm-hmm.
though, and I travel a lot,
Uh-huh.
and I love my family.
Oh. Okay, ito I think mas easy to for you. Describe time zone in 3 words.
Time zone, FEC, Family Entertainment Center.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sir Ryan, for joining us today and being such a good sport. We enjoyed learning about time zone, all the things and wonderful things about time zone, and yung journey ninyo being, bringing fun to the community. So before we go, maybe you'd like to tell our viewers some parting shots. You'd like to
Yeah.
invite them.
Yes. So to all the viewers out there, we please look forward to our biggest time zone that will be opening. It would be in Ayala Mall's Fairview Terraces.
Mm.
We're targeting to open this November, and then as I mentioned earlier, it would have a multi-concept entertainment that
Mm-hmm.
caters all members of the family.
There we go. Thank you once again, Sir Ryan. I hope you continue, staying safe and having fun with Time Zone.
Thank you, Venice. Thank you. Thank you to all the viewers.
Thank you po. And thank you also to our katribu for tuning in. You can watch PairFect live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and also on Tribune Now on YouTube. Once again, I am Venice Bautista, and this has been PairFect.